So I decided that the black background of my finger against my glasses lens is too boring, so I decided to change it up a little bit. So now, from now on, the background of my videos is going to be my GERD pillow with my camera moving slightly. Good morning, you guys. What is my cat doing? Sorry about that. Anyway, good morning, guys, and today I am going to do a video that I'm sure you guys are very curious about. So, what is my... I am going to do a video of my top 10 favorite cartoons from my childhood up to now. And I do have a pretty wide horizon of cartoons. So doing my top 10 is going to be... This is probably one of the biggest top 10s I've ever done. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to the ado. Number 10 on my list is a cartoon that I absolutely loved and was obsessed with throughout my 2nd and 3rd grade years of school, and that was a little cartoon known as Jimmy Neutron. I absolutely love this cartoon. It is so cool. I love the alien adventures. The way Jimmy and, I almost called her Susan, like from my teacher's an alien, but the way Jimmy and Cindy react to each other, you can tell there's an automatic ship there. There is an automatic ship. It's absolutely... And the cartoon itself is really dynamic, and it kind of, like, makes sense. The idea is perfect. The idea of a boy genius living, and, you know, a normal teenager's life, or not a teenager, but a 5th grader's life, and he's not really a 5th grader. Also, because Jimmy Neutron came out after Invader Zim, I can only assume the design for Miss Fowl was based off of the design for Miss Bitters. Number 9 on my list is a cartoon you guys probably were not expecting, and that is Back at the Barnyard. Back at the Barnyard is a really cool cartoon. I absolutely love it. It's based off of talking animals living on a barnyard, and all of the antics that go on. I also forgot to mention my favorite characters of each cartoon. My favorite character from Jimmy Neutron has to be Cindy. I think that's every girl's favorite character. And anyway, my favorite character from Back at the Barnyard, I think it's definitely Pip. It's definitely Pip. Alright. Number 6... yeah. Is this 10 or 9? Okay, I just did 9. Number 8, I'm sorry. Number 8 is one you guys probably were not expecting, considering it's on Nickelodeon. Well, actually, all these are on Nickelodeon, really. Is The Fairly Odd Parents. And the reason I really like it is because I think a lot of kids really just want fairy godparents to grant their wishes, but I love the moral lessons Timmy learns in each episode. Well, learned until the series got crappy. And I think my favorite character from that one... Oh my gosh, I totally think my favorite character would either have to be Anti-Cosmo or Foop. I know that's kind of crazy, but yeah. So yeah, that's my number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7 is a cartoon you guys were probably also expecting, and that is My Life as a Teenage Robot. And you're thinking, wow, Rowan, why are so many of these cartoons from Nickelodeon when you hate Nickelodeon because Zim is cancelled? Well, so many of these cartoons are from Nickelodeon because, well, I watched a lot of Nickelodeon before I found out how atrocious they were. I didn't find out about Zim's atrocious cancellation until 2010, and I've been alive since 1998, so for 12 years of my life I was led on by Nickelodeon, but some of the shows were really great. Some of the shows were really cool. So, now with that being said, I'd like to move on to, of course, my number 7, which is My Life as a Teenage Robot. And that show revolves around a robot who is actually called XJ9, but she wants to be referred to as Jenny, and she just wants to live a normal teenager's life. So, I just love that cartoon. Now, who's my favorite character on that one? You know, I can't say that I have a favorite character of that one. The characters? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I take that back. My favorite character from My Life as a Teenage Robot is definitely Sheldon. I can completely side with Sheldon. He is just such a likable character. He is so sweet. He is so kind. I don't like Brad because I think he tries too hard to be a catch, and I kind of hate it when teenagers are rebellious, so I don't particularly like Jenny's character that much, to be honest with you. Jenny's kind of like a robotic version of Star versus the forces of evil. It's like crossing one of Dominator's bots with Star. Speaking of Disney stuff, let's get to... Actually, that was number 7. Number 6 on my list is the wonderful spin-off from the movie, and that is The Penguins of Madagascar. It's from DreamWorks Animation and Nickelodeon Studios. And as much as I hate Nickelodeon, I can't get enough of that cartoon. It is so cool. Although I haven't really been able to find that many episodes on YouTube, so I gotta research that. Who is my favorite character from Penguins of Madagascar? Mort, probably. Either him or Rico. Yeah, probably them. Okay, number 5 on my list is a cartoon. By the way, if I lost count, somebody let me know, please. Otherwise, it's going to be like a top 11 thing. But number 5 on my list is a cartoon that really does not get as much credit as it is due. And that cartoon, ladies and gentlemen, is a cartoon known simply by MVA. Monsters vs. Aliens, a spin-off of the movie. It is also done by DreamWorks and Nickelodeon. Also, I'm hoping... Is anyone hoping for an Inside Out spin-off TV series? I know I am. But anyway, that's not important. I'll probably do... Although my movie horizon is not as wide as my cartoon horizon, but anyway. I'll probably do a thing with my movie, top 5 movies or something, but yeah. E.T. would be number 1 on that list, I'm just saying. Either that or Star Wars. Oh, it's so hard to pick. Anyway, like I said, number 5 is Monsters vs. Aliens. Who is my favorite character from that movie? Who is my favorite character? Can anyone guess? I'll give you a hint. Stabby. She comes in 3rd or 4th episode, I believe. Either her or Coverton. I don't know why. I side with the aliens more than I side with the monsters, even though I really do love Dr. Cockroach. Everybody's like, but he's so gross. I don't care. I really like the smart scientist guys, huh? Okay, so that was number 5. Number 4 on my list is a cartoon that does not get any real respect, and unfortunately, I think it only ran for like 1 season before it got canceled. I don't know. But it's called Tough Puppy. And I actually have not been able to watch like any of these shows at all because of the fact that, well, I just haven't been able to. And I don't have cable, so I can't watch any of the new cartoons, so my list might change, but there is one new cartoon that I got into thanks to Amethyst 271, and we'll get into that one later. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, my number 4 on my list is Tough Puppy. And who could be my favorite character from Tough Puppy? The least liked... I always like the characters that are the least liked, and my favorite character from Tough Puppy has to be Keswick. I love that little whatever he is. He's so cool. Actually, Keswick is an alien. As I was saying before, I was kind of rudely interrupted. Keswick is my favorite character. Yeah, like I said, Keswick is my favorite character, and that is my number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is a cartoon that everybody thought was terrible for no reason. And that is a little cartoon called Planet Sheen. And that is a spin-off of Jimmy Neutron. When this show was coming out, which was in 2000... I was in my 7th grade year, so that would have made me 13. So 2000 and... Oh wow, it hasn't been out that long then. But I think it was 2014 that No, wait. Okay, I totally forget when it came out, but when it came out and they said it was about Sheen going to an alien planet, I was like, yes, yes, bring it on, bring it on, yes! So, I absolutely love that cartoon. That is my number 3 favorite list. Who's my favorite character in that one? Pinter. Pinter is my favorite character on that one. He's the eyeball assistant of Dorcas, who is the bad guy that wants to destroy Sheen. Oh my god! If anybody has ever seen both Planet Sheen and Wander Over Yonder, you guys will know that Dorcas is just like Hater, and he gets distracted because Sheen is just a little stupider than Wander, and Sylvia Nesmith is just kind of like Sylvia, but more of the scientist type. I really like Nesmith too, by the way. I seem to love assistants. I'm probably going to do like a top 5 assistant video. Bartok would definitely be on that list, as well as Iago. But anyway, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, now with that having been said, my number 2 favorite cartoon, you guys know which 2 cartoon it's boiling down to. My number 2 cartoon is Invader Zim. Yes, I know, boo at me, boo at me. The reason that Invader Zim is number 2 is, while I love Invader Zim, while I love the antics of Zim, while I love how egotistical and awesome and what a butthole he is, there is someone whose character I admire and desire to be more than Zim. And I will admit to you, I get very into cartoons, and I get to where the characters, they have to be lovable in my eyes. I have to really love them. So, I really love, I really love Zim, but he's not someone I would want to be, and cartoon characters that I admire or adore or someone I would really like to be. And I have to really want to be that cartoon character if I love them. I mean, I want to go destroying planets and stuff, but not as badly as I want to be my number 1. But before we get to my number 1, here are some honorable mentions, some of which you guys were probably expecting, some of which you guys were probably not expecting. American Dad is an honorable mention of mine, and the reason I didn't put it high on the list is because, while I love the fact that there's an alien in it, I also don't like the particular alien Roger's character, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So yeah, that's American Dad is one of them. Oh my gosh, Rick and Morty. I probably should have made that my my number 10, but it would be definitely number 11 on this list. I love Rick and Morty. It is so random. It is so weird. It's like, think of Futurama crossed with Invader Zim crossed with Robot Chicken. That's how random it is. Although I've never seen Robot Chicken, I've seen like parts of it, and I just think, okay, this is too random. But, yeah. Also, every time I think of Robot Chicken, now I'm gonna think of Dominator riding like a giant robot chicken. I don't know why. I have a very twisted mind. Another honorable mention of mine you guys probably were not expecting is Phineas and Ferb. And I do love... I did kind of like the cartoon. It was a little childish for me. It didn't go as deep as I wish it could have. Lilo and Stitch. I'm sorry. Rick and Morty would have been number 12. Lilo and Stitch would have been 11. But the thing is that this was top 10 characters from my childhood. And while I did watch the Lilo and Stitch movies and some of the series, I didn't exactly grow up with it. So I can't really consider that a big part of me. Or a big, huge high number on this list. Another really interesting cartoon that I love is, actually I don't love it. I thought it was kind of interesting, but it probably would have been like somewhere in my top 30. and that would be Gravity Falls. And now, one thing I didn't like about it is A, it wasn't really alien-based enough, and B, it really isn't, you know, my type of thing. Another honorable mention cartoon, I think, is Steven Universe. That's definitely an honorable mention of mine. And another, it would be in my top 50, but another honorable mention of mine is Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And the reason that I can't get into that is just because I hate freaking Star so much. I hate her. She is so irresponsible. She has absolutely no business being on Earth whatsoever. And she just gets herself into so much trouble. I hate characters like that. That's one of the reasons I don't particularly like Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. So, ladies and gentlemen, to my number one. Yep, it did it, wander over yonder. Yep, it did it, wander over yonder. That is my number one favorite cartoon right now. And you guys are probably thinking, wait a minute, you like cartoons with structure and depth, and then we see wander over yonder? What's the thing here? I'm going to actually be starting a series called Overly Analytical, or Atrociously Analytical, I'm sorry about that. And that is going to revolve around me analyzing different cartoons. And there is a lot to analyze about Wander Over Yonder if you look carefully. If you look really carefully. Ah, crud, I forgot to mention another honorable mention of mine. Actually, I forgot to mention 3 of them. And that was Dexter's Lab, the original Teen Titans, and the original Powerpuff Girls. But anyway, what do I love about Wander Over Yonder so much that it could be my number one? And I just realized this video is getting really long. Wander Over Yonder. Wander is the main reason I love this cartoon. He is so peaceful. He is so lovable. Yes, he comes off as an idiot sometimes, and I hate the fact that everybody's mad at him because of Robo Mega Botatron. I don't care. He is so lovable. He is so gentle. He is so kind. He is so caring. He is so furry. He's one of those who, if you're having a bad day, you can be as mean to him as you possibly want. He won't care because he just wants to make your day a little better. I also love the Black Cube of Darkness for some strange reason. So yeah, that is... I just love Wander Over Yonder so much. I think it is one of the greatest cartoons ever. And that's why I'm so mad. It hits me so close to home because of Zim. The fact that Wander's getting canceled. That really does hurt. But, there's the petition. There is everything possible. Oh, crud, I forgot another honorable mention, and that's El Tigre. I keep forgetting my honorable mentions. Let's see if I can think of any more before I go. Oh, Kung Fu Panda was really good, too. There's one more I know there is. I'm gonna be like, crud, I forgot. But yeah, I really do love all these cartoons. Except for some of the ones I've already told you I hated. Oh man, it just came in. Oh, Robot and Monster was another one of my favorites. It was a modern cartoon from Nickelodeon that didn't last too terribly long, but... And a cartoon I absolutely hate is Fanboy and Chum Chum, even though I love Kyle. I feel so sorry for Kyle, who's the wizard. So you guys, that's my top 10 cartoons list. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!